Good afternoon, everybody. It is 107.9 FM's Midday Music and More show, and it is Spencer Duby here, and I am joined Ben Barnard of 40 Hours Over. Now, they are playing a show tomorrow, right around 7 o'clock with Chiquatro at the Fort Fun Center, and it's just great to have some music here in Amherstburg for the summer. I've been waiting for a great show to be put on like this. And I think we have something here. Ben, thank you so much for joining me, man. It's a pleasure to talk to you and a pleasure to meet you over the phone.
Spencer, it's a pleasure to be here, man. I appreciate you having us on.
Hey, you know what? We appreciate any band that comes to Amherstburg, any single one, and this is a big one, Ben. This is a big one. You're in the band 40 Hours Over. You're opening the show up tomorrow. You're the bassist, co-lead singer. Let's talk about a little bit about 40 Hours Over here. Have you been there right from the beginning?
Yeah, so we formed about a little over 3 years ago, kind of just for fun, jamming, during COVID times, a little after that. And then we got a gig actually in Chatham at a place called Sons of Kent through our friend Dave Trinka. And, the whole city came out. It was actually a beautiful thing. And all our buddies kind of supporting us, and then we took it in stride, and here we are now trying to make our way, all across Ontario. This summer we're kind of playing from Amherstburg all the way to Toronto and anywhere in between. So
going up and down the 401, it don't matter where.
Exactly.
I love the name 40 Hours Over. Is there a meaning behind that?
Honestly, it came from, we were all sort of at work and we're like, screw this, working 40 hours. Not exactly perfect. Let's try to make that be over, basically.
Now that is a great backstory behind the name. I love it. And the guys that who is everybody else in the band?
So we've got Trent Jeffrey on the drums. Actually, our guitar player Matt Roberts, that's his neighbor, and he's also my cousin. So it's kind of funny how that works out. And then our newest addition, our gunslinger Lucas Grigette's on the guitar, just an absolute shredder. So if you're there on Friday night, you will be in for a treat seeing that guy do his thing on stage. There's no doubt.
Oh man, that sounds great. Hey, you gotta love a good shredder. You do.
Absolutely.
It's a dying art form in a lot of music. You need to just go back to the '80s in some ways, or like the mid '90s to late '90s. The Black Flag and Black Label Society, all that stuff.
Exactly. Well, this guy is a time machine. I think our whole band kind of is a little bit. That's our claim to fame, almost.
I love it. I do. I'm really excited for this. Going to do my best to make it out. What music are you guys inspired by, influenced by? What do you like to play?
Honestly, the stuff that we write and the stuff that we play kind of comes from a lot of 90s influence, and also the 90s influence that obviously was influenced by the 70s, stuff like Sabbath, and then you have bands that come out of that, like, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, and then even like into the 2000s almost with like, you've got bands like Blur, and you got bands like the Foos who are still doing it to this day. And we kind of take inspiration from that. Everything we like to, take inspiration from all the greats is kind of our idea.
Man, I'm really impressed. You're the first person I've ever interviewed that has, mentioned Blur. That's that kind of caught me out of left field there. I love it. I love it. No, British music in the 90s and then into the 2000s. It was great. Like Britpop died and then it gave way to, the if you want to call it kind of alternative British, like Arctic Monkeys and all that Kaiser Chiefs. Yeah. So now we're learning a lot here. Now this is like right up my alley, which is great. I'm really excited for you guys to play there. This is going to be your first time playing this venue, correct?
Yeah, the first time playing in Amherstburg, really. We've kind of made our way through Windsor. We've played a few local spots, a couple of cool theaters, actually, with some other bands. But we've never made our way down to the Berg yet, so we look forward to it.
I think you're going to really enjoy it. And we're going to talk about more of the Fort Fun Center and even some upcoming shows that you guys have. But I think it's only fair that we actually hear some 40 Hours Over. This song, Leave It All Behind. When was this one made, Ben?
So we recorded it back in, I want to say, it must have been January, maybe December. And we recorded it with SLR Studios in Windsor with Marty Back. The guy is just an absolute magician. He just recorded our most recent single we're about to release in a few weeks too, entitled Bullets for Gold. But this Leave It All Behind, it was written probably, honestly, a couple of years ago. It's funny how that works. You hold on to these songs for so long, and then you kind of sculpt it into something that's finally going to be released and you feel is perfected. So yeah, it's been a while since we wrote it, but we released it, I'd say 3 months ago.
Okay. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, man. This is going to be the first time I hear it as well. So, hearing and learning everything that you are influenced by, the band's influenced by, I know it's going to sound great. So
Perfect. I appreciate it.
Without further ado, Amherstburg and wherever else you're tuning in from, here is 40 Hours Over, Leave It Behind. Oh, yes. Told you all it was a great song. That's 40 Hours Over, Leave It All Behind, and to have their bassist and co-lead singer on the phone with me, Ben Barnard. Ben, great song, and, if you're making songs like that, really excited to see what you guys are going to be doing tomorrow. The whole 40 Hours Over, I love the story behind it. Do you guys do covers as well?
Yeah, so we started off kind of as a cover thing, as most bands do. But obviously, the dream is to play your own music and get that out to people and make, keep rock and roll alive, essentially, is our goal. Like, it sounds kind of cliche and corny, but it's what I grew up on. It's what my dad played in the car for me. It's what, we listened to in the hockey dressing room. Like, this is the stuff that was my childhood. It has become, almost our lives. And that's something that we don't ever want to have disappear.
I feel you on that one. Trust me, the exact same way. It was raised with rock, and I don't ever want to see it die. So need more bands like you out there keeping it going. And if you're writing songs like that, I think it's all right in this area for sure.
Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you having me on once again. And I want to just thank the Chick Quattro for having us out tomorrow in Amherstburg. We really look forward to it at the Fort Fun Center. I just want to plug that one more time.
Oh, absolutely.
And I want to thank all the local businesses. Our manager, Steve, I know he's listening right now. He's such a beauty. He put up a whole bunch of flyers advertising local businesses in Amherstburg, allowing us to do that for the show tomorrow. So I just want to thank the Chick Quattro. I want to thank Steve, our manager, and I want to thank you for having me on and be able to plug this right now.
Hey, Ben, anytime, man. Seriously, this is great. It's great to learn about, the new bands, and really excited for you guys to play this venue. I really think you guys are going to love it. Everybody that I've spoke to so far has loved it. This has only been a couple years now that they've been doing this, and it's obviously working out for them. So expect to see a big crowd out there, and, hey, if you get anything to eat as well, they got some great food there, you guys.
Perfect. We look forward to that then.
Ben, thank you so much, man, taking the time out of your day. Best of luck tomorrow, and, thank you so much for doing this.
Absolutely, Spencer. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Anytime, man. That is Ben Barnard of 40 Hours Over. Guys, come on out to the show tomorrow. Going to be a great time. Starts around 7. Fort Fun Center, 40 Hours Over, and Chick Quattro. You do not want to miss it.